Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Gray, and we're just plain living here.
Good morning, John.
Hi, Peggy Burton.
How are you?
I'm wonderful, and you? Look at all these beautiful flags. It's Memorial Day, Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, I was
coming
trying
up.
hard to wear red, and it looks orange to me.
Well, that's just that TV set.
maybe it looks different out
It looks different
out
on
there
a good
TV land.
On a good TV, it looks different.
It's
How are you? You look beautiful as ever.
Oh, well, you're sweet to say that. That's because you have clouded glasses.
Cloudy glasses. No, I got all that fixed.
Did you?
Yeah.
You did. You had cataract surgery.
I had cataract surgery.
And you could see real good. Did they do the insert of the, what is it they do?
They put little lenses in there.
And you can see better.
Yeah, Cadillac surgery.
Cadillac surgery. That's wonderful, though, that you can see better.
I was thinking one time about writing a song about, I've got, what was it? Cataract vision or something like that. Country cataract. There's something about going in a bar, and you see when you're in a bar and you're in one of those old smoky places where all those country songs were written about, where it's dark in the corner where you can hide. Well, when you walk into one of them, you get country cataract vision, or so. Your eyes change.
Right.
I don't know. I never could get it the way I wanted it to be, but it's a good thought.
It is a good thought. You come up with the weirdest thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. I got honky tonk cataract vision, something like that.
That's kind of cute.
But yeah, all kinds of good stuff going on. Around a beautiful day. I think we're supposed to have a little rough weather come in for the next 2 or 3 days.
I hope it won't be too bad.
That's this time of year.
Yeah.
It happens, and it's. If you don't like it warm, you ain't gonna like it for the next little bit, because it's gonna heat up into the 90s.
And yesterday was pretty hot.
Yeah.
So
Sure
Memorial Day weekend will probably be warm.
Yeah. How's Jazzman doing?
Jazzman is on the alert all the time.
Jazzman boss yet?
Yeah. He goes, when he sees a bug out the window, he's all over. He starts clawing. He wants out.
I noticed last night I was sitting. We have a little bay window right there in the kitchen, and we have a little table there, and that's where we sit. And Dottie was up in my lap, and Fran was walking over to the sink and then walking back. Well, she's looking at the window, and she thinks something's outside.
Right.
Because she sees Fran.
She sees Fran
in that window, and she's going, wait a minute. You're somewhere. You're supposed to be over here. It's funny. It's funny how animals react, and it's always good to have an animal around.
They take care of you.
Oh, they do. They do, and they make everything fun.
When I lose my cat, like sometimes I'll put this cat out and I'll forget that the cat's outside, and all of a sudden I'll hear this awfulest yelling, and I have to let him in again. And he also is a nuisance at times, but most of the times he's fine.
Dottie will spend a lot of time running around. She's an inside-outside cat, and sometimes when you're tired and because we get home late a lot, and you show up and it's about 9 o'clock and you're ready to
go to sleep,
ready to go to bed, and
Dottie's ready to play.
Dottie's outside. Where are you? So then you get worried. Sometimes she's waiting right there at the driveway or at the back door, but sometimes she's out catting around. And here I go out in the back, because we have coyotes, we have all kinds of animals around my house. And I'm thinking,
have coyotes?
Oh yeah, in those fields behind my house. Wow. Heavens, yes.
Well, I've had a groundhog come to my back door, and look, just this little paws.
They're ugly.
Oh no, they're cute little
groundhog is ugly, or maybe it's the possum that's ugly. No, possum. Yeah, possums are pretty ugly.
Possums make me laugh. Possums are real sneaky. I remember one being in my father's garage, and I was going to try to get him out, but the possum will turn his head and try to hide from you this way, just fold himself up, not knowing that you could see him still. But possums are interesting.
Well, what they do, and there was one around my garage, and when they get close to them, the first thing they do is scream. and they scream, and it's a horrible sounding scream.
I don't know that I've ever heard a possum scream.
Oh, it's horrible. You think you think a child is being killed, you know, and if that doesn't work, they play dead. That's why they call it play possum. Because they can't fight, they ain't got nothing to fight with. So if a predator comes around, they just lay down like they're already dead.
Like they're dead. The best sight in the world, though, is a possum with his babies on his tail. Have you ever seen that?
No.
I had a picture of one when I grew up that my grandfather found, and it had about 7 little old possums just wrapped around, their little tails wrapped around his tail. Yeah.
And she's just
Her
prancing
tail,
on.
yeah.
That's good.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
Well, Memorial Day, you've got big plans?
Memorial Day, I hope that I am able to do something by then.
Yeah, I am. I do too.
I'm having a little surgery tomorrow, and we'll see how it all goes.
Well, I'll say a little prayer for you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's supposed to be maybe 2 days at the most.
Oh, really?
In the hospital.
And then you get to
they
go
don't
home.
shoot the insurance. You know, stuff that you used to stay in the hospital a week or 2 weeks. Now, you know,
and now you
the
give
next morning they kick you on the curb, man.
And you give yourself a bath. I know, before you go.
Oh yeah, you gotta soap down with all this special stuff, and we'll see.
Well,
the only thing I tell them is the anesthesiologist. He say, "You got anything you want to say to me?" And I said, "Yeah, wake my ass up." That's all I care about. I don't care whether they fix me or not. You just wake me up.
Yeah, that's true.
I got too much. There's too many good deeds left to do.
Too much to do.
Too many things to do left to do to not wake up. But I'm not worried about that. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they do. And you're doing this in Franklin?
Franklin, yeah, bone and joint. So that's my folks. So yeah, it'll be all right. Everything will be good.
Well, I hope so. I pray
Everything
so.
will be just fine, just fine. Hey, y'all ain't getting rid of me. If you want that to happen, it ain't gonna happen. If it does, I'll haunt you.
Yeah.
You look around there, I'll be a specter.
You'll be a specter.
Wouldn't it be good to be a specter? You know, but what I want to do right now is I want to say a couple of things about. And I've read this stuff before, but I can't help but read it again every time we talk about our military. And the other day, we had, of course, there's going to be a celebration at the Veterans Park.
Right.
And the other day, Fran and Candy's uncle, GB, was in town, and we had purchased him a stone.
Good.
For the memorial walk over there. And we ate lunch at Daddy Billy's, and we went over there, and there were 4 soldiers in there eating, 3 soldiers in there eating that are with the National Guard out here, and we invited them to come over there with us.
Good.
And they came. One of them was a command sergeant major, which is, that's a general in the enlisted side of the military. That's the guy who controls everything. When the general or the colonel tells them, you do this bunch needs to do this, command sergeant major is the one that makes it all happen.
Do you think they still have stones left to sell?
Oh yes, yes.
I think people need to know that. My son and my husband both have.
Yeah, I have a stone. My father
Stones.
has a stone. Bob Couch has one. That's G.B. Morton, Fran's uncle, and Candy's uncle made a career out of the military.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful thing to do, and I think the stones are $120, something like that.
Not outrageous at all.
No. And the folks who've worked on that have done they've worked tirelessly.
I know.
To make that happen, and we've had monuments moved over there.
It's so pretty there, and it's a peaceful place.
It is.
And I love it.
Very peaceful place, and The caboose is there, and I go by the caboose and pull in there and look at the flower garden in front of that caboose. The ladies of I think it's Shady Grove Garden Club,
Flower
Liz,
Club, Garden
Liz
Club,
Kennedy
yeah.
and that bunch.
They do a wonderful job.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
I know.
And I hope that, they're getting ready to redo downtown. They've got the money, all those islands that they put in a couple of years ago. There's money been raised, and people have donated to have all of those beds fixed.
That's fabulous.
And I hope they're as pretty as that place over there at the caboose, because it's a gorgeous place.
It's a labor of love. Those are wonderful people that do that.
It's amazing. You never know what people do.
I know.
There's all kinds of selfless people in this town who do a whole lot of stuff that nobody knows about, and they don't want anybody to know about it.
Yeah, it's true. I know, and
that's it's I wrote a piece called Pride, and it's it's okay to have pride in something you've accomplished, but it's not okay to be prideful. You don't need to go around boasting about what you've done.
Right. I agree with that.
Let people see
just do it. I mean, just do it.
And if they know you, they'll see that inner glow that you have for being proud.
Because you're,
But they don't say anything about it.
And that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Well, what you
I
got?
call this the veteran song. From the caves in Afghanistan to the swamps of Vietnam, hand in hand they stand between evil and our home. Fighting through the ages, from independence to World War II, the brave men and women did what they had to do. The greatest generation, without question, gave its all. From the beaches of Normandy till the day of Hitler's fall, the infantry, the Navy, the boys who had to fly, many went and came back, but many had to die, and gladly gave their life for the world and this nation. God bless the veterans of the greatest generation. Now every day the USA soldiers stand the wall. All around the world they answer the call. Replace those who went and didn't make it home, and honor the World War vets before they're all gone. The greatest generation gave no question gave its all. From the beaches of Normandy till the day of Hitler's fall, the infantry, the Navy, the boys who had to fly, many went and came back, but many had to die, and gladly gave their life for the world and this nation. God bless the veterans of the greatest generation. Yes, they fought for freedom, for the world and their nation. God bless the veterans of the greatest generation.
That's beautiful.
And we don't have many of them left.
I know. It's, all my cousins were in the Second World War. Almost every one of my male cousins.
And here's a piece right here I wrote, let's see, this was in 23. That one was, let's see, when was that? 16.
2016.
Long time, almost 10 years, 8 years ago. This is free speech. We live in, and this is what these folks fought for and fight for every day. We live in a land of free speech because of the brave that fought for our rights, many to their grave. Freedom of speech is the law of the land, so when I voice my opinion, I hope you understand you can disagree with me. It's your choice to do, but don't hate me for my words, because I'll refuse to hate you. Please hear the sermon I'm trying to preach. We all have the right to freedom of speech.
Good job. And yes, we do have the right to freedom of speech.
And I had a real good friend. Well, he's still a real good friend. And his father was a very good man and a strong man and accomplished a lot of things. And his father passed away, and it was a big deal. He was known all over the world in the music business. He was president of one of the big record companies in New York. And this young man idolized him, as many people did. And I wrote this for him, but it means the same here. The question has been asked many times, who's going to keep the flag high, up in the wind like our heroes did, to follow as we watched it fly? As they press along in the midst of the song, someone must finish the rhythm and rhyme. The lessons they taught, the battles they fought, have fitted you for the shoes left behind. Wearing the shoes left behind, being a torch in the night, how can you ever measure up and match the blazing light that their legacy left for you to see, knowing that you would find in the memories all that you would need to wear the shoes left behind? At times they loom so large, sometimes the pressure's squeezed tight, but the more you walk the road they trod, the more the fit feels right. As hard as it seems, follow your dreams. You're one of the kind. Embrace the morn because you were born to wear the shoes left behind. Wearing the shoes left behind. Being a torch in the night, how can you ever measure up and match the blazing light that their legacy left for you to see, knowing that you would find in the memories all that you would need to wear the shoes left behind? Yes, embrace the morn because you were born to wear the shoes left behind.
I remember you reading that before. That's nice.
You know, and we all look around at our heroes, and nobody starts out in the middle of the day or in the morning to be a hero.
No.
They are put in a situation and they react. Some run towards, some run away.
Some run away.
And you never know what you'll do until you're put in that situation.
When you're put in that situation, you're absolutely right.
And it's not for you to say you're a hero. You're not the one that's going to say it. It's the people who judge your actions after you've done what you've done that call you a hero. Heroes don't go around thumping their chest saying, I'm a hero. And so we have
true.
many folks like that. Our military folks, members of our family who you hold up that you think, I can never accomplish what they did. But if you listen to that little voice in your heart and look back at what you were taught by them, yeah, you can. Put the shoes on.
Yeah.
Wear them with pride, and you'll get there.
That's true.
So, with all that said, we have a good show today, and just hang around. We have a lot of interesting things for you to see, and we'll be back after these messages from our sponsors. Please do us a favor. Go in and go by our sponsors and thank them for the support of this channel and our programming for 32 years. 32 years we've been doing this, bringing you good information, local folks talking about local things that you need to be involved in. We'll be back in a minute.
I want to invite y'all to come by Clayton's, downtown Tullahoma. We try to serve the community, the area, and we try to help people with their feet and comfortable shoes. We still measure feet. We have a great new arch mat. We have insoles. Please come see us at Clayton's and let me help you find some comfortable shoes for those achy feet.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton's Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
STEM is everywhere. Like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with trisodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that can be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker boards.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company. We offer dependable and reliable service on all your HVAC equipment. We also offer high-efficiency trained cooling units. Call us for your cooling needs. Your comfort is what we do.
It's summer, call Stroop.
Saul, how's my water quality expert? Litter is taking a holiday and going with the flow? Is that what you're saying? Litter on our roadways is flowing into our waterways. Gotcha. And that's bad. Right, terrible. Please stop. Oh, okay, yeah. Go to NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn more. So, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know, Peggy, excuse me, we were talking about veterans. And up until 9/11, our first responders were sort of forgotten.
And they need to be remembered.
And after 9/11, they have moved into a whole different category of respect.
And they deserve it.
And they deserve it. And so last week we had a police memorial service. And we've had policemen in this town pass in service of Tullahoma.
I know.
And I think Chris Barstead was over videoing this for us, and we're going to bring that to you right now, the police memorial.
Good.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming out today on what is a very special occasion, not only for the Tullahoma Police Department, but for all police officers and their departments throughout the country. I especially want to thank not only our police officers who I see here today, but also we have officials from Coffee County, which I want to say thank you very much for coming down and participating in this ceremony. Many of you have heard me say this so many times about my respect for the police department, for our first responders, and for the unbelievable work you do every day for citizens and even visitors who come to our town and to our county. The amount of commitment that it takes also goes into your families, and it becomes a sacrifice for your families. Fortunately, us living in an area where crime may not be as rampant as larger cities, you still put your life on the line every day. Every call that you make, that you go to protect, you put your thoughts of you and your safety in the rear view as you look to make sure those that you have sworn to protect and serve are taken care of. And I cannot tell you how much I and everyone else in this community appreciates that. Today we're here to honor fallen officers that we have had in Tullahoma and Coffee County. But again, let me just say thank you for being here. Thank you for the amount of support that you provide to our city's police department, to our county and sheriff and Manchester City Police Department. Without your support, their lives would be in much more jeopardy. Their jobs would be that much more difficult. So I want to say thank you again, and I would like to ask Officer Jameson Wells to please come forward and offer the invocation. Thank you.
If you would, bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, we come before you today with our hearts filled with gratitude and reverence as we lift up the police officers of this great state and nation in our prayers. Lord, we want to thank you for their unwavering dedication and service to our community, for the courage and commitment that they demonstrate each and every day in the face of danger. We remember and honor these officers who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. Their bravery and selflessness will never be forgotten. Comfort their families and their loved ones, Lord, and grant them peace and that surpasses all understanding. Make their memories be a blessing and their legacy inspire others. And Lord, for the officers that continue to serve, we ask your divine protection and guidance. We ask that you give them strength and wisdom as they perform their duties. Shield them from harm and bring them safely home to their families each day. Fill their hearts with compassion and integrity, and let them be beacons of justice and peace in our communities. Lord, we ask you that you would bless this entire Tennessee law enforcement. Surround them with your love and grace, and may your presence be with them in every step that they take. We pray for unity, understanding, and support among all officers in the community that they serve. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
As we gather here today, we honor and pay tribute to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice in service to their communities in the line of duty. Police Officer Memorial Week is a solemn reminder of the bravery, dedication, and selflessness exhibited by law enforcement on a daily basis, all across our nation. Every day, these brave men and women don their uniforms, not knowing what challenges they may face or the dangers that lie ahead, yet they courageously step forward ready to protect and serve with unwavering commitment. Today we remember those fallen officers whose names are etched into the walls of remembrance. Their memories forever preserved in our hearts as they stood as guardians of peace, guardians of justice, and guardians to their communities. Today we remember the names of the following officers from Tullahoma. Charles Daniel Holt, end of watch, December 2nd, 1934. Ernest Carl Armstrong, end of watch, December 3rd, 1934. James Flippo, end of watch, September 6th, 1936. Henry Travis, September 26th, 1970. And Clifford Riddle, October 10th, 1987. May we never forget these heroes who laid down their life in service to their community. Their courage and sacrifice will forever inspire us to strive for a better and safer world. And lastly, thank you to all the brave men and women who don the uniform every day and go out there not knowing if you're going to make it home the next day or that night. Your sacrifice does not go unnoticed, and we are forever grateful for your service. Thank you. At this time, I would ask Sheriff Chad Parton to come up and say a few words.
Good morning. It's good to see all of you here this morning. Thank you, Chief Sons, Chief Kennedy, and staff of Tullahoma Police Department, Mayor Noyes, Mayor, Board, and Alderman. It's a sad occasion that we have to come and recognize those that have fallen and given the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. It's unfortunate that here in Coffee County that we have had that. Tullahoma has been stricken the hardest. As you see, the memorial to 5 fallen Tullahoma City officers. Coffee County Sheriff's Department has had 1 line of death on duty. And sometimes, as the years go by, time gives a distance. For Ben McCullough, Deputy Sheriff of Coffee County, who was shot and killed by a prisoner on a chain gang during an escape attempt. The prisoner had been sentenced to 30 days for stealing corn. The chain gang was passing the suspect's home when the suspect asked to be allowed to go inside for a change of clothes. Deputy McCullough granted the request, and the suspect went into the home, but come back out emerged with a gun. He opened fire and fatally wounded Deputy Ben McCullough. The 18-year-old suspect who fled the scene was apprehended on May 26, 1939 in Salt Lake City, Utah by FBI agents. On June 17, 1939, the suspect was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to 60 years in the state penitentiary. On February 2, 1940, he escaped from the Coffee County Jail after he clubbed the sheriff with a steel bar he had pried from his cell. 2 days later, he was returned to the jail from the state prison, and he was to remain there pending the outcome of his appeal. He was captured several days later after his escape. The Tennessee Supreme Court refused to hear his appeal case because of the escape. On June 10, 1949, Governor George Browning commuted this young man's sentence to 20 years for the life of Deputy Ben McCullough. Deputy McCullough was survived by his wife and 2 children. As Sheriff of Coffee County, we see things every day. We see tragedy every day. We see the lives put on the line by each and every law enforcement officer present here today and those that are at home resting. Here in Coffee County, we're fortunate to have the law enforcement support that we have, the brotherhoods that we have, along with our sisterhoods. We're fortunate to have the elected officials that support law enforcement in Coffee County. And by doing that, you provide the equipment, the resources, and the things needed to protect the line duty officers. And I want to say personally thank you to each and every alderman, Mayor Noyes, our Manchester support, Mayor, Board, and Alderman, and on behalf of Mayor Dennis Hunt, who could not be here this morning, and our County Commission, thank you for the support you give us, because we watch TV every day and night across our great nation, and we see those communities that don't support the officers that give the ultimate sacrifice. But here in Coffee County, you stand with us and we stand with you, and thank you for your protections. With that being said, we want to recognize Deputy Ben McCullough, who gave the ultimate sacrifice and his end of watch Saturday, August 10th, 1935. Thank you. At this time, I'd ask Chief Bill Sipe if he could come forward, please.
Good morning to all. I'm Chief Bill Sipe with Manchester City Police, and I'd first like to say thank you to Chief Sons, City Alderman, and Mayor for your invitation here today to join you, each of you, to pay tribute to our fellow brothers and sisters who have served our profession with courage, commitment, dedication, and who ultimately gave their lives while protecting and serving the freedoms each of us enjoy in our communities today. The brave men and women of our nation's law enforcement services have for generations answered the calling, unlike most professions, a calling where humanity is often witnessed at its worst, a calling where tragic memories are not easily erased, a calling that takes a special kind of courage to preserve and protect the good in humanity. Our nation's officers wear many hats, often that of protector, defender, comforter, lifesaver, and many others, just to name a few, some of which cannot be taught through training, but only learned on the job through years of experience. Let us never forget the sacrifices made by these courageous individuals and their families. There are two verses in the Bible that remind me of the importance in doing what we as peace officers do daily. The first is Ephesians 6:12, which tells us that our fight is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the ruler of darkness of this age, and against spiritual wickedness. I would further submit to you that our battle is not against man or mankind, but against evil that by choice possesses man. Evil always seeks to advance, constantly in search of retreating goodness as it seeks opportunities for expansion. Second, to all who are here today, John 15:13, Jesus tells us that greater love hath no man than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. May God bless the peace officers who have given their lives, not in vain, but through their willingness to put themselves in harm's way for a greater good. So during Police Week and on Peace Officers Memorial Day, I, along with fellow officers, express our heartfelt gratitude for the service and dedication of our fallen brothers and sisters, who proudly wore the badge of honor and ultimately gave of themselves to keep each of us and our families safe and secure. In closing, to each of you who are with us today to celebrate the heroic lives of those we honor, I express my sincere appreciation for your continued support and ask that each of you keep us, our families, our communities, and our nation in your prayers daily. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Tyler Hatfield. I'm the Sheriff of Metropolitan Lynchburg-Moore County. Thank you, Chief Sons, for the invitation, for being here today. The city of Tullahoma is a special place for me. For those of you who do not know, I started my career here in 2008 and was a part of this great department for 10 years until I was elected in 2018. Lynchburg is a very special place, and we're a very fortunate place because we do not have a name to add to this wall. And I pray each day that we continue that. However, when communities around our country and our state, when they mourn those who've paid the ultimate sacrifice, we mourn with them. Law enforcement is a very special brotherhood. It's one I'm proud to be a part of. Sheriff Parton spoke this morning about the support we receive from our elected officials and from our communities. And that is a very integral part of what we do. However, what we do and the support we receive from the agencies that surround us is one of the most important things. The support we receive from agencies like the Tullahoma Police Department, the Coffee County Sheriff's Department, Franklin County, Bedford County, Lincoln County, those that surround us, it's important. We spend each and every day supporting our communities, protecting them to the best of our ability. And for many of us, a lot of that will not be achieved without the support from those who surround us. When we are in need, you all are always there. And today we say thank you for that. We're here to remember those who have fallen. Many communities around our country today are mourning the loss of those who they love, those who've paid the ultimate sacrifice for their communities. And today, those are the people we remember. We remember their families, their departments, and we keep them in our prayers daily. My ask for all of you is to continue to pray for us each day, because as many have said before us, each and every day that our people put on their vest, put on their badge, put on their gun, they tell their families goodbye, you never know what you're going to face. We do it proudly, and we do it with as much honor as we can. Again, Chief Sons, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be here. God bless you all.
After taps, there's hardly any closing remarks that's any more fitting than that. But I was so impressed by the sincerity of everyone who has spoken this morning. The sincerity of those officers who have described instances as Sheriff Parton has indicated. It's etched in their hearts and in their minds, the things that go on in their careers. And how every one of you who wears a uniform go home every night with something else that's put in your heart that day that you've witnessed. So for that, citizens of Tullahoma say thank you. And thank you to all of those visiting officers who are here today to help us memorialize those officers from Tullahoma who have made that ultimate sacrifice. So thank you for being here today. Thank you, each officer who puts on the uniform every day. With that, you're dismissed.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company. We offer dependable and reliable service on all your HVAC equipment. We also offer high-efficiency trained cooling units. Call us for your cooling needs. Your comfort is what we do.
It's summer, call Stroop.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
You know, L is a nice word or a nice letter in the alphabet, and particularly today, because it's two L's. I have two L's with me. They're lovely ladies, and that's the ladies from the Chamber of Commerce, who I'm always proud to have over here, because look at those smiling faces. Like, how can you beat that, huh? Girls, what's going on?
Well, thank you for having us, John.
Oh, you're
It's great to
welcome
be here.
anytime. You know that.
Well, we are just wrapping up Women Impacting the Community, our awards luncheon. We hosted on May 14th at the
Yes.
Atlantic. We were so fortunate to be supported by an incredible list of sponsors who helped us make the event happen. Smart Bank, they're always so wonderful to support women in our community. And then, of course, Woodard's Diamonds in Design, who helped us with our awards. Diamond Jim, yeah, he was so great to be there and to lift us all up, you know, and to be as encouraging as he always is.
Always.
Yes, and then, of course, Vanderbilt, Tullahoma Heart and Hospital, who helped us honor our finalists who were able to join us at no charge to them, for them and a guest. So that was truly special. And then Weikert and Soul Flowers, who, you know, were there to help us make it special also.
Wonderful.
It was a good time.
I love me some Ava Lynch.
We do
She's
too.
a sweet, sweet girl.
She really is. She's
Yeah.
one of our ambassadors.
Well, and need be. She's an ambassador for this town, and specifically for that hospital out there. She does her job very well.
Yes.
She was also a finalist at the event, and so we were very excited to honor her.
Oh, heavens yes, heavens yes. So what's next?
Well, before we move on from the event, I think that we should disclose the winners. We should. And so share the winners. Of course, the committee had their work cut out for them. We had 83 nominations. And of course, there were some duplicates, so that led to 50 nominees.
Wow.
And then they had to narrow that down to 12 finalists. And they read each and every submission, every nomination, very seriously, because there are so many amazing women doing incredible things in this community. And out of that, selected winners out of each category. And so in business, we honored Sue Wilson with the City of Tullahoma.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Very deserving. Congratulations to Sue. And then community service, Joanna Reynolds with Smart Bank. And I'm sure many people
What a
watching at
smile.
home have received a note from Joanna. And so congratulations to her. We were so excited to honor her. And then education, we honored Samantha Zimmerman, and she is with the PTO at Bel Air, was nominated by several people, including people involved with that school for that honor. And so we were very excited to honor Samantha. And then Lifetime Achievement, we honored Donna Hamilton. And so, and again, Donna's story was incredible and truly a life of service. And so again, congratulations to all of our winners. It was a very exciting day to get to honor and celebrate all these incredible women. And then as Tisha named off the sponsors, you know, very intentionally, you heard some woman-owned businesses that were supporting us, and so very, very grateful for them.
Donna Hamilton. I've known her since Walter was alive and playing music. We played music together. What a talented family. I mean, unbelievably talented family. And the boys are doing great in music in Nashville. And the Edie young man is down in New Orleans. And I can remember going over to their restaurant, which was behind First National Bank on Lincoln Street. No, that's not Lincoln Street. What is that? Washington Street. Right behind the bank. I don't know whose bank it is now, but right by the shopping center down there. And there's that building back there. I don't know what's in it now, but then there's a barber shop right behind it. But they had a restaurant there, and Isaac was playing the drums in there when he was this tall.
Wow.
So they've been a musical family forever and ever, and very, very talented. And she's just a delightful lady. To put up with all them and all that many musicians and it, why, Lord of mercy.
Well, yes, very deserving. And
Yes,
her nominations were beautifully written, and so we were so excited to honor her. But truly, like, we didn't even disclose who the committee members were because they had such a tough job.
Yeah, quite a task.
Yes, to honor and celebrate those women, and so so we've honored.
And Mary Lou Apple.
Yes.
Made the talk, and I heard Fran told me it was just absolutely outstanding.
Yes,
it was.
Yes,
she's a wonderful lady, and she and Jim do a whole lot of stuff in this community that people don't realize they do.
Yes, very uplifting and supportive.
Oh yeah.
It was the perfect message for our room to hear.
Yeah.
And I would say that we are so looking forward to recognition. We enjoyed recognizing women, and now we look forward to recognizing our 40 under 40. So with all of the nominations that came through, we are looking forward to seeing exactly what they're going to say next about the honorees that are young professionals in our community.
Well, and that's the future. Y'all are the future, and you're building it right now. And I can't think of two better young women that we could have with the building blocks in their hands than you two, and what the Chamber of Commerce does in this community. It's outstanding.
Thank you.
So, in between the women and 40 under 40, that's happening when, in the fall?
August 22nd.
Yeah, so what are you two going to do in between?
We're going to be accepting nominations for all those young professionals we will be honoring.
No, that's not what you told me earlier.
I did say that we would be surviving the summer.
With children.
With children. With children. And I think anyone at home could hear.
Yes.
And
yeah.
so,
so you need to have not a competition, but an award for mothers, because none of us would have made it where we are without our mothers.
Yeah, you're here. We hear that for sure.
I told my doctor I'm getting ready to have a little surgery, and I said to Bill George, he's my heart doctor, and he clears all of my stuff. And I said, Bill, my mom's not alive anymore to pat me on the back and tell me, baby, everything's going to be okay. I said, I need to hear some good words out of you. So he told me I'd be all right, so I guess I will.
That's good.
So
yes, just like everyone else, we will kind of, we know that summer is tricky when there's children home from school and there's traveling, and so we very intentionally kind of let things lie through the summer, and then we'll pick back up.
Well, and we had graduation this past week, and so we, as we speak of that, I hope our audience will remember that there will be kids out of school. And there's a lot of latchkey kids that are running the streets and stuff. So slow down, pay attention. The city's doing a good job, or trying to do a good job, catching up on a job of putting sidewalks in, specifically around the school areas and stuff. So be mindful that there's young people. And sometimes they don't look as well as they should. So you need to be looking for them. That's the last thing we need is a bunch of kids being hurt.
Well, of course.
No.
We want them to have a fun, enjoyable summer.
Yes, we
I
do.
know we're looking forward to our children taking part in so many great things that are happening in our community. I mean, we have so many things from our incredible Splash Island to the Hands-On Science Center. There's so many things to take part in across the community, and it's going to keep us pretty busy.
Yes.
You know, the chamber has CEO partners in the school system, right? You know, and a lot of that is I know some of the banks have banks in the schools to where the little children learn how to handle their money and stuff. We need to have something called Chamber Kids, you know, for those little kids and showcase them on some of the things that they do. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I mean, we are always open to suggestions.
Sure, of course. But finding somebody to do it, isn't it? Say, yeah, John, that's fine. You get to be the chairman.
That was actually the next sentence was, congratulations, Mr. Chairman.
I read in the 2nd grade this year with the Reading Buddies, and it was one of the greatest things I've done. It was absolutely, my little babies, I just don't know what I'm going to do without them. They told me I couldn't come back till next year, and I said, what am I going to do every Monday?
Yeah.
I love doing that. And if you are a person with any time at all, find a way to work with your school system around you. And you have no idea how much these kids, particularly at 2nd and 3rd grade, that's what we're focusing on before they take a test to go into the 4th grade, which I think is absolutely the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life, to put that kind of pressure on a 7, 8-year-old child. It's ridiculous, but they do it. So find a way to be involved with our children because there's help needed there.
Yes.
We agree.
Oh, good. You mamas, you do.
And I hope everyone at home heard that John will be hosting Reading Buddies here. Please drop your children off.
Chamber kids.
Between 8 and 5
reading stories.
Yeah, that'll probably start happening too. Thanks a lot. That's payback.
Mr. Chairman.
Payback. Okay, well, girls, thanks a lot for what you do, and thanks for coming in and you know, giving our audience a little bit of a idea about what it takes to make a lot of these things happen. You know, people go to this and go to that and think, oh, well, that just happens. Not without volunteers, not without a lot of hard work, and you do it well.
Thank you. And one thing I would leave with everyone is not without you all. I mean, the people who make the nominations, that's significant because we're accepting nominations from you, from our community, from the people, you know, who are living each day and seeing the value of our women, of our young professionals. So thank you for taking the time to do that.
And one of the things I say, and I believe it, you know, if you don't go vote, as far as I'm concerned, you don't get to complain. If you don't like the way things are in your community, get involved. There's something that you can do to make it better instead of complaining about it. Be part of it. Be part of the change. Like you ladies.
Well, we will still have our monthly networking opportunity, our chamber coffees through the summer, so please join us for those. And then ribbon cuttings, you know, join us to honor and celebrate businesses as they open and cut the ribbon, and so there will still be business as usual. We'll just pause on signature events
and
until
the people,
August.
the coffees are what, 3rd?
The 4th Tuesday.
4th Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay.
So
4th Tuesday.
June 25th will be at Parkview, which is always a lot of fun
Oh, yeah,
to go
that'll
to
be
Parkview.
good.
And then the July Chamber Coffee will be at Resource MFG. And
Okay. And remember, you don't have to own a business to be a member of the Chamber of Commerce. An individual can get involved by being an individual member of the Chamber.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thanks, girls.
Thank you.
Happy summer.
Happy summer.
We'll see you next time. In a minute.
The Bookshelf in Tullahoma is the fundraising arm of the Coffee County Literacy Council. Since 1988, the Literacy Council's goal and purpose has been to support and promote adult basic education in Coffee County. We enable individuals to complete their high school equivalency exam, which helps them get better jobs or continue into higher education. The Bookshelf at 114 Southwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma is where we sell used books, which are donated to us by the community. Come see us, bring your books to donate, and join us as you find every genre of books that you can imagine.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
Senior Living, active, independent senior living at its finest.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
All right, folks, we had the Special Olympics this past week, and Channel 6 and our great camera staff was there, CJ and Andrew, and we're going to bring you some footage from the Special Olympics.
Welcome to the 43rd Annual Area 13 Special Olympics Summer Games. We have 280 participants this year. Congratulations, athletes. As you walk by the home side of the stadium, please put on your best smile and get ready to have some fun today. Let's begin the parade now. Today we'd like to honor and acknowledge Bedford County Skills, Bedford County Cascade Elementary, Bedford County Community Middle, Bedford County Community High, Bedford County Harris Middle, also Shelbyville Central High, we'd also like to acknowledge Coffee County High School, Coffee County Middle School, Deerfield Elementary, East Lincoln Elementary, Robert E. Lee Elementary, Tullahoma High School,
I'm not your way in.
Tullahoma Skills, West Middle School, Westwood Middle, and Coffee Independence. From Franklin County, let's welcome Deckard Elementary. Franklin County High School. North Middle. Rock Creek Elementary. South Middle School. From Lincoln County, let's welcome Fayetteville Skills. Flintville. Highland Rim. Lincoln County High School. And Unity. From Moore County, let's welcome Lynchburg Elementary. Moore County High School. And Moore County Independence. Now if I can direct your attention to our beautiful American flag brought in by the Tullahoma High School Junior ROTC. Today's cadets presiding are Charles Gibbs, Ayla Bunch, Tayton Bunnell, and Kennedy Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, all rise. Please move your hats. Today we have Easton Mullins that will lead us in our Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing as we play our national anthem. Thank you. Following tradition as over the Olympic Games themselves, the Special Olympics flame today will be carried by Rylan Archibald alongside law enforcement officers from various surrounding partners such as Coffee County Sheriff's Department, City of Manchester Police Department, City of Tullahoma Police Department. Let's give these guys a big round of applause. Now, if you'll direct your attention down to the DJ booth, we will have a few words from Vicki Harmon. Vicki will now lead us in our athlete's oath.
Let me win. If I cannot win, let me be brave in a pit.
Very good, Vicki. Big round of applause. Thank you. Let the games begin.
And I'm speaking today with Wendy Wilkerson with the Special Olympics, and it's been a while, but we're finally here after multiple delays. And how's everything going today, Wendy?
It's been hectic this morning, but I love it. There's so many people helping me. I don't get too stressed out because I feel like if I think of something, somebody else has already taken care of it, and it just makes my heart happy to see spectators come out and participants come out, and it's just fun.
What a great crowd we have and a good turnout. And I know we were talking earlier about, you really want to talk about a lot of these volunteers and a lot of the people who put in to make this happen, and talk to us a little bit about that if you don't mind.
It's amazing, Andrew. Like the outpouring of support from our community, I cannot say enough about it. The monetary donations that we've been given, but just the time, like so much happens before today.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And the other thing that I want the community to understand is today is the biggest day, but we have events throughout the year. We did bowling this year. We're trying to get swimming up and going. We had basketball this year out at Motlow.
That was fun. I went to that. That was great. Yeah.
But really, Special Olympics is not about one big day.
Right.
It's about making a difference every day in people's lives.
Absolutely.
And that's the ultimate goal. So rebuilding and building, that's the goal.
Excellent, excellent. And yeah, you mentioned the basketball event out at Motlow. That was such a fun event.
Yes.
Talked to Reverend Murdoch out there.
Yes,
that was such a great thing.
yes.
Yeah. Speaking of great volunteers and everything.
Oh, yes, and it hurts my heart he couldn't be with us today. He's on vacation, but he's wonderful.
Yes. Is there any entities or groups specifically that you want to give a shout out to or a thank you to, or is there just so many that, you know?
Oh, gosh. I can try. Like, Dustin Lynch gave us $13,000 this year.
Yeah.
I wish that he could be here to see this so
Yeah.
badly, but obviously he's probably touring.
Yeah.
So big fan right here, big Dustin Lynch fan. So thank you for that. Kiwanis is here helping. Coca-Cola is providing drinks to our volunteers. Did I say Kiwanis?
Kiwanis.
Downtown Lions Club.
Lions.
The Tullahoma Sports Council made a presentation with a check this
Wasn't that
morning.
great? Yeah.
They did. Knights of Columbus also did that. There's been so many throughout the year. I hate to name because I know I'm missing people.
But isn't that a good problem to have?
Amazing.
You know?
It's wonderful. Like, my heart is just so big, and Tullahoma community, like the city is involved this year. They've helped direct traffic. Mr. Quick made sure that things were in place for help with that. Dr. Greg English with Tullahoma High School is letting us host this year. Coach Olive has been huge. Dr. Stevens is very supportive. We've got our school system photographer here taking pictures, our communication specialist. It's just, my heart's full. It's just overflowingly full.
What a fantastic team effort this is.
It is.
And we finally got some great weather.
We finally got the weather.
Yes, and my goodness, what a great day we're having out here. And Wendy, thank you so much for all the work that you do. And it's a great day.
It is a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all for publicizing and making people more aware of Special Olympics. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Wendy, so much.
Thank you.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street, heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Woo.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size.
Yeah.
Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
All right, folks, you know, there's a lot of things that have happened at South Jackson through the years. I was fortunate enough to have a song recorded by Ray Price. It was produced by Miramonte Records, and one of their other writers or singers in the stable was Shane Owens. And Shane Owens came to South Jackson. The record label brought him down to do a free show just to where he could practice at South Jackson. And so I don't know whether this is on South Jackson stage or on a rehearsal stage in Nashville where he was getting ready to go on tour, but this is a song from Shane Owens.
Neat.
I did actually have to wipe tears from my eyes. Merle Haggard was one of my biggest influences. George Jones. We're going to do a little tribute to Merle, if y'all don't mind. It goes a little something like this. I could be holding you tonight. I could stop doing wrong, start doing right. It don't care about what I think. I think I'd just stay here and drink. Stay here and hang it. This and rules and you can hear that loud jukebox ringing in my head. And ain't no woman gonna change the way I think I'd just stay here and hang. Y'all pick it for the hang, boy.
What would you bring to my company?
What do you need?
I need problem-solving skills.
I got through high school without a car, a phone, or a computer.
No college degree, though.
Not yet, but life's taught me a lot, and I'm ready for more.
Well, you're not the typical kind of candidate that I hire. But you are exactly what I'm looking for.
Your company could be missing out on the candidates it needs most. Learn how to find a great pool of untapped talent at gradsoflife.org.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
All right, we got about 1:35 to go. Peggy, we've had all kinds of good stuff on the show.
I know. I've enjoyed watching all this stuff.
I love the Special Olympics. That is,
I know. It's beautiful.
Those people are excited, and it is so much fun to be involved in that. I'm sorry I wasn't able to be involved with it this year, but we've done it. We've done it for years and years. I guess this is probably the first or second year they've started it back.
It's a wonderful event.
It's a wonderful event.
And you can tell how excited everybody is.
Bless our policemen and all that they have to do, and
our firemen.
Don't forget them, and our firemen,
and our military
also
people.
Our military people, yeah.
And there's a lot of going on in South Jackson soon.
Oh yeah.
I should be telling all that.
Summertime's coming, and I'm sure the outdoor stage.
Well, the gala's coming up near the 2nd of June, I think, and Great Gatsby play.
And
on the 4th, which is on a Tuesday night, it's the International Folk Festival, and I hope people will come out for that. We're only charging $10 for adults and $5 for students all the way up.
Come to see that.
Yeah.
Alexis Cole was outstanding, and it was on a Tuesday night. And a lot of people go, well, I don't want to do Tuesday night. Well, let me tell you what, you're missing something wonderful because you won't get out of the house.
There you go.
For $10, you'll drive to Nashville, you'll go to New York.
We have
We have
110 dancers coming from Mexico. Well, right.
We'll see you next time. Say a little prayer for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take care.